to have a place that's filled with Bucs fans. It's for the sake of that trophy. I'm with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Absolutely 100% absurd. And yet that's what the Lord does. So I'm Father Chuck Dornquast, Director of Vocations for the Diocese of St. Petersburg, and I am the team chaplain for the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So growing up, we were fairly dysfunctional in my household. Mom and Dad didn't really practice the faith. Dad, unfortunately, got hooked on oxycodone. Oxy turned to fentanyl, and fentanyl turned into occasionally heroin. 2 months prior to ordination, my parents divorced. It was not safe for my mom to be with my dad in any way. His addiction is what got the best of him. The only time my dad was present while I was doing priestly ministry was the night before he died. I flew out to Oklahoma and was able to anoint him. There's not much that I've experienced in priestly ministry that I hadn't already experienced in my home. The Lord made it clear that He had created me for something particular. I was raised a Cowboys fan. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that since I'm the Bucs chaplain. When I was 10 or 11 years old, Dad found a gate that was open to the stadium. We walked through the gate out onto Cowboys field. I was like pretending I'm Emmitt Smith running into the end zone. And then security guard, "Hey, what are you doing here?" And so we get out and no issues. Later on, as an NFL chaplain, walk onto the field. And this amazing moment that, like, although I became a priest and not a football player like my dad wanted, like, I belonged in the stadium. So here I am, like, I'm with the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Like, I'm in clerics with the offensive line on this victory boat, like, to be a priest in that moment. And I was proud of them just to be able to see that they were enjoying that moment, that they had worked hard for it. But when I'm with them, they don't need another fan. They don't need someone else who's going to give them special attention because they're some top-notch special athlete. They need someone who can love them as a father. The model of masculinity is fatherhood. Our world is starving for good fathers. My dad caused me a lot of pain, and fathers have fallen short in so many ways. The knights have men who are willing to rise up and to sacrifice. The whole purpose of being a man is to learn how to lay down your life for the sake of another. The Knights of Columbus have been doing that for a long time. The priest is called to give of his life entirely for the benefit of the other and not expect anything back. Now, I never pray for our guys to win, but I pray that they give themselves entirely, that they bring everything they have to that moment, that they empty themselves for the sake of each other into the team. I'm always very intentional, not rushing consecration. But it's the one time of silence that these guys get, and the one time that nothing's expected of them, that they're not being told what to do. So now I'm Director of Vocations for the Diocese. The team, of course, wants to win. The seminarians want to be holy. They've both committed their lives in drastic ways to be excellent, towards greatness. But so important, if you're going to have 60, 70,000 fans yelling, that they know the plays and that they know the voice of their coach, to have an interior stillness. And how important it is for us, like, each and every day, to have time to be with our coach, with the Father, so that way when we do go out into whatever our stadiums are, that even in the chaos, we can perceive His voice